Hey everybody, Shane Severson here, Legacy Realty. I am out driving around, enjoying the weather. I'm out at Platt Park, driving around, looking at some homes and doing some work. And I thought I'd pull over and do our August market update. I figured what a cool environment with the top down, gorgeous weather out, and I've got all my stats. I've got all kinds of stuff, so I thought I would just reach out. Got a lot on my mind. I'll try to make it very brief and concise. If you have any questions, reach out to me. This is a crucial time right now, and I think you can take advantage of what's going on. Also, if you are not following us and somehow you saw this, please hit like on our page. We would love to stay in touch with you and get you more information. So share it as well so others can get that, and we'd love to connect with more of you. I am going to title this market update, which I've never titled one before, but Calling All Buyers. I'm titling it Calling All Buyers, and I'll explain here in a second why I am saying that. But let's go through the stats real quick for August, and let's talk about our average close for 2024 in August. Our average price is $813,099. In 2023, it was $811,841. We are up 0.2%, so it is pretty slow right now increase. Our active listings are 8,373 in 2023. It was 6,486. So we're up 29%. And our month supply, we're at 3.1 month supply. Last year we were at 2.4. So that's 29% increase. One thing I want to keep in mind, we as people, as human beings, we're very short-sighted. We have very short memories. And so I catch myself, even though I've been in the business forever, I'm very active out there. I catch myself thinking, oh my gosh, the sky is falling. What's going on? And I've got to remember with these numbers, that is not a month on month, that is a year on year. And some people would say, what does that really matter? And I would say it matters, because if the market has been really, really strong for years and we have a slight drop, or more than a slight drop, probably a fairly big slight drop in the market, that year on year is going to seem really, really drastic. So if the market is dropped and year on year we're still up, in house price, it's not as drastic as it looked. I would say this is the slowest market we've had in home sales and growth and all of that since the crash. This has been the slowest market. Now, before you think, oh, see, we're in another crash, I would say, remember, we've had years since the crash where the market's gone up 20%. That's like $100,000 a year for an average home. That's part of the reason why the market's softening a little bit. We have overinflated the market because of interest rates and because of a lot of things. So you got to keep in mind the market's just course correcting, and the sky is not falling. It's just economics. It's course correcting so that people can get back out and buy and afford again. So that's the first thing that I would like to say. Why would I say calling all buyers? And I would say a couple different reasons. I've got some stats here. I've got graphs and everything I want to share. And the first thing is that I want to share is in 45 years, hear me right, 45 years, we have only seen 4 years where prices dropped. 4 out of 45. I am going to be 52 in a couple months. That means almost my entire life, I've only seen 4 years of drop. Do you know when those drops was? It was during the crash. Why was it a crash? It was a crash because we were loaning people without verifying income. people did not have any equity, none. And so when people have no equity and the market drops, all you do is walk away from your home. We're not in that market. If you bought in the last year or two, you may not have a ton of equity, but anybody who's owned a home for more than 2 years, you have still a lot of equity. And if you get in trouble, you lose your job, you get promoted and need to move out of the state, you can sell your house pretty easily. So we're not in a danger position of a crash. There's so many signs that are showing that, but people still think we're going to crash. But my question for you, if you are a buyer, if you could go back to the crash, would you have bought? And I think probably 99%. The only people that would say no are those that are a little hard-headed, that maybe would say they like to challenge people and always like to be on the other side. I would say every other person would say, yes, I would have bought 50 homes back then. So why are you nervous now? Here's the deal. We, as buyers, most buyers, the market is soft right now because buyers are unable to buy. That is an issue and will stay an issue because of prices, but more importantly, because of fear. They're just unsure of what's going on. And most of them right now, most of the buyers are just, and I'm hearing this from everybody, let's just wait and see. Can I tell you, waiting and seeing never, ever pays off, because by the time you can see, it's too late. And that's what happened in the crash. Can I tell you a statistic? And this I want you to remember. In the absolute peak of the market before the crash, if you bought at the worst time in history, that would have been in June 2007, the average price was $310,000. Tell me who wouldn't have gone back and bought at that time. It took 5 years. We've had 4 years of drop. That's those 4 years. It took 5 years for the market to turn. After 5 years, you would have gained $10,000 in equity. After 8 years, you would have had $113,000 in equity. And after 12 years, if you bought at the worst time in history in Denver, you would have had $233,000 in equity. So I ask you, if you are a buyer and you are looking for the perfect time to buy, I am telling you, if you follow me and you are looking to buy, I'm telling you, now is the time. If you're a buyer and you think I may sell in a year, I may have to move, this is not the time to buy. But if you are moving out of your parents' house, if you have been living in a rental and you need to get in a home, I'm telling you, if you're going to live in your home 2 or 3 years, now is the time to buy. You can get a great deal on a house. Interest rates, we know we're dropping and are going to continue. So prices are good. Rates are coming down. It couldn't look any better for buyers. I know most of you still doubt, still have questions, still have fear, would still love to challenge and have conversations around this. But I'm telling you, if you follow me, if you trust me, buy now, jump in the market, because you will not see a better time to buy than right now. Now is the time. You've got about 4 months, 3.5 months, and the market, if you don't believe me, watch. We'll see what happens next year. But next year, I think mid-January is going to be very hot. I think we'll have multiple bids again, and I think we'll see prices really start to go up. So if you're looking to buy, I'm calling all buyers. Now is the time. God bless. I hope that helps. We'll talk to you